come under proportion topic. It will not have any information related to mean or standard deviation. Then rectangular problem can be solved only by proportion. As usual, we are going to discuss what is a single proportion and difference of proportion. Single vector and double vector. Okay. Before going to that one, recall your probability. How we define probability? Because you need that one. Okay. The total probability value should be equal to 1. Definition of probability. How do you define probability? Say what? N by M. What is N? Number of not substitute. Number of favorable cases. Numerator number of favorable cases. Denominator number of exhaustive. The total number. Okay. P will be equal to favorable divided by the total number. As you said, total probability value is 1. Normally, you know the sample probability value or proportion to be small q. How will you find small q? 1 minus q. Okay, small q will be equal to 1 minus q. Similarly, population also. Population proportion will be denoted by capital P and capital Q. Capital Q will be equal to 1 minus q. Okay, remember that probability formula alone. Using that one, other procedures are same. Hypothesis testing and everything is the same. Just you have to find the probability value by yourself. That is the only point you have to do. Okay, identification is very easy. You will have only the general information. It will not contain any mean or standard deviation values. Then that problem will come under proportion course. Is it clear? Yes. There you go. Test for single proportion. Test for single proportion. Test for single proportion. So right, H naught P equal to P naught. H naught P equal to P naught. So you can discuss the problem either for the population or for the sample. According to that one, it changes the notation. If you are going to discuss for population means write it as capital P. If you are going to discuss for sample means small p equal to small p naught. Okay, according to that one, let us change the H naught assumption. As usual, H will be having three probabilities: P naught equal to P naught, or P less than P naught, or P greater than P naught. P greater than P naught. So right, the test statistic is, those are written, those are not written. The test statistic is Z is equal to small p minus capital P divided by square root of p cube by L. Square root of p cube by L. Or Z equal to small p minus capital P divided by square root of capital P capital Q by L. Any one formula you can make use of. What is small p? Proportion for sample. What is capital P? Proportion for population. Proportion is nothing but probability. Okay, from population you are going to get that point. How will you get small q?
1 minus p.
1 minus small p. How will you get capital Q? 1 minus capital Q. Any one thing you can make use of and you get solve the problem. Okay. Other procedures are same. Okay. So take the next one. Test of significance. Test of significance for difference of proportion. Test of significance for difference of proportion. Difference of proportion. So write H naught P1 equal to P2. As I told you in single sample, here also you can change it to be small p according to the given data. If you are going to compare two populations with capital P's. If you are going to compare two samples with you write as small p1 equal to small p2. Okay. H1 again we know it is P1 not equal to P2, or P1 greater than P2, or P1 less than P2. So note Then capital P equal to N1 P1 plus N2 P2 divided by N1 plus N2. But the first formula is sufficient for solving all the problems. Note the formula. So let's start with the problems. Will you copy the questions against anyone? Take up the first problem. First one. A manufacturer claimed that boys ever write the question because if you don't write the question, you will not understand the proportion. In previous topics, just we note down mean and standard deviation, that is enough, but here it is not the case. Right? A manufacturer claimed that at least 95% of the equipment, at least, write the question. 95% of the equipment which he supplied to a factory conformed to specification full stop. An examination of a sample of 200 pieces of equipment revealed that 8 population. This statement I am giving you for your understanding. So it's not compulsory that you are writing an exam, but you should understand the problem. Okay, small p equal to sample proportion of meeting all specifications. Sample proportion of meeting all specifications. What is the probability formula now? What is the probability formula? Favorable divided by total. Total how many samples are taken? 200. So denominator will be 200. Numerator should be favorable. Here how you define a small p? It is going to meet all specifications. Out of 200, how many is meeting the specification? 1? 80. How do you identify that? Out of 200, 80 not defective. So all the remaining will be meeting the specifications. So 200 minus 80, what will be the answer?
182.
182. Can you understand one? Find this value small p. 0.9.
1.
Okay, that's all. Now finding the small p is very important. Once you find that one, all the other steps are simple. From small p, you can find what is small q. So what is small q?
1 minus small p.
1 minus. So what is 1 minus 0.9?
0.09.
0.0. Okay, if you don't like to find small q means find capital Q. Capital Q will be equal to 1 minus capital P. It's your choice. Either you can make use of small p, or you can make use of capital P, capital P. Have you understood how to identify this one? Okay, now start the hypothesis procedure. What is H naught? How we define H naught for this problem? P equal to 0.95. Okay, what will be H1? Not equal. Why not equal? What is the statement? My boys wake up and listen. What is the statement?
No 5 level of
Test at 5% level. Test is claim. What was his claim? 95% is going to be the specification. So how can you assume H1?
not equal.
May not be equal. Okay, his statement is that 95% will be there. Okay, it is going to be lesser than or greater than, that doesn't matter or no matters.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Why?
When we see it's 95 is a success or not success.
If you get a 96, whether it is success or not success?
Still they remember.
Still they remember, we are telling no.
Now less than
Why less than? That was the at least 95%. Minimum it should be 95%. Okay, after 95% will come here and now it is a failure form. This statement cannot be accepted. Can you understand now?
yes, ma'am.
Yes, previous topic what they have given, the average is 30.5, whether it is not or not, that is the statement. So we assume it to be not equal. But here what is the claim they have given?
At least 95%.
Minimum 95% should be there. So if it is going to be less than 95 means it is a failure form. So what will be a H1?
Lesser than
P less than
0.95.
0.95. What type of test is this one? Left or right?
Left
Left
to
right. Okay, understood how to design H1? Yes. Now what is the next step, ma'am?
Substitute for
Form. So the test statistic is Z equal to small p minus capital P divided by square root of PQ by V. Small pq or capital P capital Q, girls? So tell me then what is capital Q? Okay, what is the Z value? Yes. Others write conclusion. Compare.
minus
2.59 and minus 1.645. For comparison, you ignore the signs.
negative
Okay, the calculated value is
greater than the
okay, so we are going to reject H norm. Reject H norm means what is the conclusion?
not a
Can you accept the
95%.
same or no? No or no? Accept or not accept?
Reject H1, yeah.
Reject H norm, so accept
Accept
H
H1.
norm. So his name is true or not?
Lesser than
Lesser than is like accept his claim. Yes, sir.
no
What is his
one,
claim?
no one.
His claim is that
95%
specification
is
should be at least 95%. But what you accept is
lesser than
lesser than. So his claim is true or not?
false.
False. So easily we get a conclusion that hence the claim cannot be accepted. That's all. The claim cannot be accepted because we are saying that P is less than 95%. But his claim is that P is greater than 95%. Okay, but so the claim cannot be accepted. That is simple conclusion. Any doubt? No? Is it easy or not? What is the major part is that fixing that capital P and small p. That is the major thing. Both should be fixed only for the same unit. So if you do that one, means all other steps are easy. Okay. Take the next problem. Next one. In a random sample of 100 men, in a random sample of 100 men, in a random sample of 100 men taken from village A, recall that what is the in a random sample of 100 men taken from village A, comma, 60 were found to be consuming alcohol. Full stop. In another sample of 200 men taken from village B, it was found to be 100. It was found to be 100. To the two village differ significantly in respect of the proportion. Any note of that word I was saying before. I should have avoided this problem. Okay. So can I understand what is the given question mark? Okay. So what is the data information given?
100
You are discussing about one data or the two data? Two data. Because I am discussing with DA and DH. Two different informations are given. The statement is very clear. Or given any mean or standard deviation values, nothing is given. So if it is nothing is given, means what topic you can solve?
proportion.
Because there is no direct information regarding mean or standard deviation, no indirect information also to calculate the mean or standard deviation. Only general information so it can be solved only by proportion. Since it is double data, we are going to solve it by using our difference of proportion. Okay, about which one you are going to discuss? We are comparing the ratio between two villages consuming a drink. Okay, they are consuming a drink. Based on that one, we are going to discuss the proportion between the two villages. Okay, so what are the data you can identify now? The statement what is given? N1 is given to be
N1 N2
N1 is given to be 100. What is N2?
200.
So right, given N1 equal to 100, N2 equal to 200. Okay, when you are going for different 60. So what we have P1? 60 by 100. Right? P1 equal to 60 by 100, which is equal to 0.60. Find Q1. Q1 is 1 minus P1. Find Q1. 1 minus 0.60. What is that? 0.40. 40%. Q1 equal to 0.40. Now similarly, when small p2 equal to small p2 equal to proportion of people consuming a drink in village drink. Proportion of people consuming a drink in village drink, which is equal to. So how many people in village drink? 200. So denominator is 200. How many of them is consuming the drink? 100. So 100 by 200. 0.5. So what is small q2?
1 minus 0.5.
0.5. 1 minus small q2. 1 minus small q2. So 1 minus 0.5 will be 0.4. Okay, understand how to identify the data sum? Now we decide H0. Right, H0. P1 equal to P2. What means H1?
Not equal to.
Not equal. Why not equal?
Not difference in drinking.
What is the statement have to say?
Difference
Whether
in-
it differs significantly in the consumption. So not equal is enough. So P1 not equal to P2. What type of test is that one? Two
Two
grade.
grade.
So write next line. The test statistic is Z is equal to P1 minus P2 divided by square root of P1 Q1 by N1 plus P2 Q2 by N2. P2 Q2 by N2. What is the result right now? Whether you solve with this formula or different formula? Different formula. Then others calculate this one. What is the answer? Let's solve with capital K and capital Q. Find what is Z. I will repeat the mistake. Find what is Z, ma? Yes? Please be louder. Finding time. So what is small p1, ma? 0.40, right? 0.60 or 40?
0.6.
60 minus 0.5 divided by square root of 0.60 into 0.40 divided by 100 plus 0.5 into 0.5 divided by 200. As usual, when you input the data in the calculator, first go for the denominator. Put the denominator in the term first. Open a bracket, again bracket, 0.60 into 0.40, close the bracket, divided by 100. This is your first term. Plus, again open a double bracket, 0.5 into 0.5 divided by 200. Close the bracket. This is the inner term, you should write like this, not separate. Okay. After getting the answer, have it in the display. Let's press your square root symbol, answer that. Square root symbol, answer that. It should be in display. Okay, that is only denominator. Now we are include numerator. So have the answer in display. Open a bracket, 0.60 minus 0.5 divided by answer. How much more? Overall answer. 0.05. So let alpha equal to 0.05. Find what is Z alpha. What type of test? You want one take or two take? Two take 5%. So what is the answer? 1.96. So you have to compare between the calculated value which you got by formula and the table value which you are going to write. This is the two values that you compare.